Hey guys, we're here at the Barcelona Fan Village. We're here for the entire Grand Prix weekend for the 2025 Grand Prix. As you can see, we're surrounded by some ridiculously cool bits of kit. Stuff from the 50s all the way through to our 2019 car. We are representing with the 19 car, the most modern car in this big collection. This car, as you all might know, is available for an owner, or it will be. So get in contact because we want to talk to you. What we'll do is we'll take you a little tour around the cars that are in here, and then we'll take you up to the circuit and get a look at what's going on up there. So this is the most modern car that's outside of the teams in private ownership. We bought it in as part of the TDF1 program, which you've probably seen in some other stuff, where we do our own engines, gearboxes, the whole kit and caboodle to get these things back on circuit. And this is a look at sort of how Gen 2 would be moving forward. Obviously the sport keeps evolving and we have to keep evolving with it. This car is now in a position where it doesn't have an engine, it doesn't have the correct gearbox in it, and we are now looking to get this car back on circuit. So we want to know from you guys how you want to see it, what livery you want to see, what engines, what gearboxes, how you want this car to go back together. But importantly, we also want an owner to come out and come and do this program with us. It's going to be a one of one. It's something that's not been seen yet before with a modern era car like this. We've got the ability to start from scratch with a race used Perez car and bring modern contemporary F1 into the private world for private collectors. Get on circuit and go and do silly things. And there are some incredible cars around from different eras, but this is completely different gravy. And we can't wait to try and do something with one of you out there. So what makes this car particularly special, and for me, I wasn't sure on the regs when they came out with this style of car, but I've got to say by the time we got to 21, when they started trimming them back, fell in love with all the aero. Kind of reminded me of 2008 when they all got kind of silly with aero again, and that's a period of F1 I fell in love with. But I mean, these cars, when you look at these barge board arrangements, the amount of aero they have going on, especially with this team because they were known to be copying Mercedes at the time. But yeah, the sheer level of trickery that is going on, the technology in the car, but also the uplift in safety, things like the halo, without being in a current F3 car and F2 car, trying to get that level of safety into a customer car for us isn't possible. So yeah, the ability to take what is an aerodynamic masterpiece really and get the right person sitting in it to go and have some fun. That's, yeah, can't wait to get that done. So instead of show you around all the other cars that are here, this is a 98 Benetton driven by Alex Wurz in period. It's quite cool to see. We've just finished the 98 Williams in the workshop, and yeah, it's quite nice to get eyes around another car that raced against it, see the differences. And they are quite different back then, which they are not quite so different now. But one of the biggest changes sat next to our 19 is just the size of them. You kind of forget how much bigger the cars have become now, and so racing in Monaco like they were last week, you kind of understand why the race is not that easy. Really nice bit of kit, that. We have a 92 Benetton Schumacher car. This is a UK-based car. A lot of you may have seen this around at places like Goodwood, but yeah, another great bit of history, and actually very similar to, we've worked on a couple of Schumacher cars slightly newer than this, and yeah, actually very similar in the way they moved along. But again, another cool car, and just before they started winning championships. So nice to see. This is pretty special. This is a Senna car, only ever driven by him and provided here by Classic Team Lotus. Iconic livery, just takes everybody back, I think, to what they remember as a kid. Certainly I remember when I was young growing up seeing pictures of Senna driving around like a madman in this. So this is cool. Talking of Senna, his very first car, Tolman 1984. That's where it all started and that whole Senna dynasty came from. But yeah, again, another cool piece of history for people to get to see, in the middle of Barcelona. Emerson Fittipaldi car, stunning livery. Everybody knows the JPS cars. I think just another cool piece of history. Here we're from Classic Team Lotus again, and something that you don't really get to see very often because they're normally tucked away in museums. 49B, talking of aero earlier when we were talking about our car, the difference between this and the 19 is a joke. I don't think anybody would believe they're both from the same sport, but these guys were very brave. Yeah, I'm not sure you catch many of the guys these days driving around in these at any speed. Talking of bravery, this is a 250F Maserati, Fangio car. Again, this is kind of where the F1 thing started for all of us, and again, just crazy how brave they were. Right, so they're about to open the gates here in the not too distant future, so we're going to soak up the vibes this afternoon, meet some fans, talk about the cars, and then over the course of the weekend we're up to the circuit. We got free practice, we got some meetings to go and see, I've got a load of mates that I need to go and catch up with. Yeah, we're going to do some exciting stuff. I'm not too sure how much we can take you on, but Stevie behind the lens is going to be able to take you away and see what we can, and yeah, we'll take you on that journey. Had our meetings, spoken to a few people, caught up with a few mates, which is good. Massive crowd, which is always really good as well. Couldn't take you too far in. Obviously the guidelines here are pretty strong with what you can and can't film, and this was very last minute for us. In mind that we work with F1 and we do a lot of these events, we didn't want to stand on anybody's toes. So the fan village has been great, car's still down there, and we're just sort of now wrapping up and going to enjoy the rest of the weekend with some friends in here and keep doing what we do. With regards to the 2019 car, which is still down in the fan zone and is going to be there all weekend, that car is very much on market, if you like. TDF Works and TDF1, I'd love to get their hands on that and work on that for you. Whether we put a V6 in it, whether we put a V10 in it and make it make some noise, the options sort of endless, whether that be colours or aero or all the bits and pieces that you could ever dream of, we can kind of work on. So yeah, super keen to get that into someone new's hands and develop that programme. Yeah, and let's see what the future brings. So wrapping up, that's it, we're done. Massive thanks to everybody that came to see us at the fan zone. We're going to be at Silverstone as well, and yeah, we're going to go and enjoy the vibes. We'll see you on the next one. Let's go.